Hey there! Welcome to the Wandering Frog, where we find the real fun in gaming instead of just doing what everyone else does. This is aaAHHH from the 2025 server in Ragnarok Origin Global. And today we're showing some love to our channel community by mixing their advice into our build. I keep on testing builds so you don't have to waste materials. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more builds, tips, and community-tested guides like this one. Looking back at our Royal Guard guide from a couple of weeks ago, I honestly didn't expect the amount of love and support it would get. A lot of you dropped comments suggesting different builds we could try, so, out of curiosity, we're putting some of those ideas to the test in today's video. Here's what we'll cover in today's video so you know what to expect. 1. Gameplay focus. First off, our gameplay today will be defense focused, specifically built around Mighty Defender mode. We'll see how this playstyle holds up when we push it to the limit. I'll walk you through the key stats we're working with for this build, so you'll have a clear idea of where to invest your points and what really matters for a full defender setup. Then, we'll go over the card suggestions we received from the community. Some of these might surprise you, and we'll see how they actually play out in practice. Of course, we won't forget Sigils. We'll test them and find out if they really give us the extra edge we need. After that, we'll break down the gears and set we're using for this experiment. And finally, we'll jump into the actual gameplay, putting all of these community suggestions into action. We'll find out whether this setup can really carry the defender playstyle, or if there are things we need to tweak. So, let's get started and see if the community's defender build can really live up to the hype. Vitality is still king for Royal Guards. HP is our lifeline, and with my build focusing on regen plus reflect, Vitality is my go-to stat. That's why I'm still rocking the Virtue Feather. It gives me the Vitality boost I need. I know some recommend Soul Feather for the extra physical and magical defense. I've tested it, and while it's solid, the trade-off was losing too much Vitality and overall HP. For me, that sacrifice isn't worth it. We're Royal Guards. Our priority should be HP and sustain. Vitality feeds both, and that's why it's still my top choice. Now for cards. On headwear, I'm running Maya Purple mainly for the added Vitality, plus the bonus of revealing hidden enemies nearby. On top of that, I'd still pick Devaruchi for blind immunity. After all, it's way easier to track and deal with enemies when you're not blinded, right? For mouthwear, I'm keeping it simple with the Angeling Puppet one for that extra HP boost. On top of that, I managed to score a Doppelganger Puppet 2, which gives damage reduction from medium enemies, perfect for PvPs. For facewear, best option here is to stack Goblin Leader Puppet for the damage reduction against medium enemies. This pairs perfectly with the Doppelganger Puppet on mouthwear, giving you solid sustain in PvPs. Aether Cornutus is the best card for armor in my opinion. It boosts defense and magic defense by percentage, plus added HP, and gives indestructible armor. That said, I'm also eyeing the TGK Puppet card. It offers a huge HP boost, but at the cost of some defense. With a Reflect build, that trade-off might actually be worth it. I'll be testing it soon, so smash that subscribe button to stay updated on how it performs. For the weapon, let's try using crowd control cards with Magnolia as suggested. Since we don't have a Dark Priest card, we'll go with a Requiem card instead. For the shield, we'll go with the OG Thara Frog card for that extra reduction from demi-humans. We're gonna stick with this until we get our Maya card, UeeHhhH. Time Guardian card is good because it gives a nice crowd control combo with the Magnolia card, although I wouldn't trade it for other cards that scale our defense and HP. As for the Dark Illusion card, I've tried this before. It's good for controlling the fight because of the Meteor Storm chance, which stuns enemies, but we don't actually want them stunned. We want them to keep attacking us to charge our ultimate and to trigger Reflect chance. So I'm using my OG cards for now for added HP, movement speed, and chance to reflect magic damage. For the cloak cards, I'm using Raedric for neutral resistance and Chaco for sustain. Dodging damage plays a big role, especially when taking burst damage. 3S recommended. For accessories, they say to spam Pop-Oring cards for the physical and magic damage reduction. Since I don't have those, and I don't plan on spending Zenny for them, we'll go with Spore cards instead. They're similar, just about 1% less reduction than Pop-Oring. For the other set of accessories, we're still on the regen build, so we're rocking the Blazer card, which gives us a chance to heal when attacking. Plus, Sea Otter for a chance to dodge magic attacks, a good combo with our Chaco card. For costume cards, just use what's available and aligned with your build. I like the Autumn Leaf card because of the chance to cast a Sumptio when attacked. It gives us a nice defense buff. For backwear, it's better to go with Deviling Puppet 2 for the PvP bonuses and GTB Puppet 1 for the magic reduction. For the sigils, my defender preset focuses on PvP damage reduction, and I've got a solid set with surging protection, floating protection, immortal body, and a community-suggested pick, Braveheart. This setup might not look perfect on paper, but together, these sigils give a strong mix of reduction and armor buffs, helping us sustain incoming damage and do our job as tanks more effectively. Let's start with the job-specific sigil. We're still rocking the Royal Oath sigil because, well, we don't really have another choice. Kidding. What this sigil does is give us the unstoppable buff upon death, making us invincible for a few seconds and letting us soak up even more damage to protect the team. Pretty heroic, right? It's kind of similar to the Osiris card, but here's the twist. Every time we trigger this unstoppable buff and finally go down after those few seconds, we heal our teammates by 20%. To pair with that job sigil, we go with Radiant Guardian. This one summons a radiant circle that protects allies standing inside it, reducing the damage they take. A simple but super effective layer of team-wide defense. For surging protection, this sigil gives us a shield percentage based on our HP. Since we're Royal Guards with naturally high HP, we benefit from this the most. Floating protection works on the same system as surging protection, but with even higher percentage benefits, making it an even stronger layer of sustain. I'm mainly after the PvP damage reduction from Immortal Body, but it also gives us a boost in physical and magical defense scores. That makes us noticeably tankier, even if only for a short period of time. We're swapping out Deadlock Aura, which heals us for 60% of our max HP when we drop the 20%, for Braveheart, as suggested by one of our friends in the community. Let's give this one a shot. Braveheart gives us a big defense boost by reducing damage taken by percentage. The catch is that it only lasts for a few seconds and comes with a pretty hefty cooldown, but when timed right, it can really save you. Okay for the gears and set real fast. 1. Weapon. Piercing Spear. Main weapon for defense. Helps reset skill cooldowns to charge up your ultimate faster. 2. Shield. Automatic Barricade. Built for added defense, giving more sustain and tankiness. 3. Armor. Randgrith set. We're after the bonus HP, crit damage resistance, and the Petrify set effect. 4. Accessories. Remorseless set. Best for counterattacks. Pairs well with our huge HP pool to maximize damage return. 5. Headwear. Chocolate Taiyaki. Running regen build, so I'm after HP recovery here. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Should have been Polar Bear Knit, right? Lol. But this one gives a solid regen score, and I just stack more reductions from the rest of my gear. 6. Facewear. Hazelnut lenses. Big boost to vitality score. Simple and effective. 7. Mouth. Party whistle. Our buddy suggested Bite of Carrot. Solid pick, but I don't have it yet. Gotcha didn't bless me. So for now, Party whistle works for damage reduction against all sized enemies. 8. Costume. Raccoon Party. Best choice against those crit boys. 9. Backwear. Sealed Grimoire. Pumps up vitality and max HP. Also gives a shield based on HP. Extra survivability on top. I'm switching my Nightingale Echo from Beadar's to Loki's thanks to our friend's suggestion. So we're swapping the physical and magic damage reduction buff for some crowd control Nightingale. And yep, I'm riding the Griffin now, so chill, yeah? Okay, that's pretty much it for now. Let's see it in action. Watch till the end for my final verdict. After all those free hits on me, here's my verdict on this build. I don't think CC cards and Nightingale Echo's Loki's Thorn work best for Royal Guards. Based on the damage test, we don't really see much effect. And if it does trigger, it's not going to make a big difference. Personally, I'd prefer more sustained cards like Chepet Hunterfly or Fen Dark, which stack nicely with a region build. That said, these crowd control options might have their place in guild versus guild scenarios. Braveheart Sigil gives a solid defense buff for a few seconds, but the long cooldown leaves your defenses wide open after. I think Braveheart really shined back in the Asura Strike / Gate of Hell era, where you only needed to tank those big burst hits. But now that players dish out huge damage consistently, we need sigils that offer better sustain, not just short bursts of defense. This community build can definitely support allies. From the damage test we ran, we were able to survive for a couple of seconds to minutes. Enough time for our team to dish out damage. There were moments we took bursts, so we still need to work on sustain. Overall, your suggestions have been pretty solid. If you've got more ideas, feel free to drop them below so we can try them out next. Thanks so much for the love and support. If you want more of this, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And hey, share this with your noob friend too. LOL.